Hello Collective, and welcome into OAtarot. That is Original Angel Tarot. I am your hostess with the mostest, and you can call me Abra. That is abracadabra, bippity boppity boop. Bitch said maliciously to the karmics, and that's who we're talking to today. Collective, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, doing the thing, sending emails, booking readings with me. My books are currently open for those of you who want readings. But I defer to my guides on the readings I'm allowed to do. So if I do not respond or you get a no from me, do not take it personal. It's just not our time to cross paths, or it's just not a fit, okay? So I am a D/recoder. I am a prophetess. I am a reader, a channeler, a mystic, a medium. I am many things to many people, but I'm not the one to fuck with, and neither is my collective. I'm also the woman with wings and a white rabbit. Okay, so this is going to be a Halloween-y expose or a karmic clear out, whatever you'd like to refer to it as. There seems to be some moon cycle magic occurring, and this could very likely have something to do with some false prophets. It does seem to be a matriarchal energy, a fallen leader of sorts. Seems to be a mother who failed to provide safety for their family. However, they sought an inappropriate surrogate family in the form of a church or an organization of sorts. I pulled some cards from my karmic dharmic decks before I began, and the first thing I saw was moon rituals, moon magic of the karmic variety. Okay. On the other side, we've got attempted animal familiar sacrifice, which we know is a very common thing for these people. Attempted means it failed, right? And they will all fail. And any karmics attempting to sacrifice the familiars of the divine ones will be experiencing losses times 1,000. Ashe, thank you, spirit. We got doctor here, but the side that came out to me was dentist, okay? So there could be a host of individuals involved in this sort of plot, plan, scheme, or scam against the collective. That is absolutely the case. Money magic, of course, in reverse though. Set up, alongside inheritance and or will in reverse, saying that this is not the case. Collective, I want to say to any of you who have public platforms, even if you are not necessarily a reader or something of the sort, if you suspect people have participated in this sort of thing, post publicly and have it saved on your profile that you do not have any inheritance or wills or anything of the sort. I'm hearing ringing in your name. Make it publicly known, even if it seems unnecessary. Okay? Precautions. We've got lies told to the justice system, STD and STI in reverse, unsuccessful, overhead surveillance, common area or indoors, in or outdoors, pardon me, hidden practices, ritual, sacrifices, bonding, left hand. It's giving me, I'm going to hide in a congregation so you think I'm of the light, but really behind the scenes, what am I doing? Oh, it's nothing but debauchery, okay? Reactive abuse, for those of you who are unaware, this is when somebody pushes all of your buttons, and then when you respond as somebody who would, being pushed to their limit, they're going to say, oh no, look at this person and how outlandish they are, right? They want you dead, as implied by everything else here. Paid to have you stalked, hacked, or hurt. Compromised cellular devices, computers, things of the sort. Chemical warfare, parasites, and pharmaceuticals. When I wrote this card specifically, I included the pharmaceuticals to be people like drugging individuals. However, it could also mean unnecessary medical intervention, such as somebody being hospitalized or institutionalized and having to have them, trying to have them, pardon me, chemically castrated in terms of their spiritual gifts. And then confinement in reverse, which would absolutely further clarify that sort of institutionalization. Parasites can also speak to people intentionally putting toxic materia in your food, beverages, things of the sort, things you consume. So use your discernment. So there's that. We're starting off nice and strong. The new moon seems to be relevant. These people are trying to use the new moon Scorpio to elicit dark energy for their nefarious practices. Oh, I just realized I wrote overhead surveillance ain't I should say. Like, it's not working, or they're not seeing what they hope to see. So if you got to put stuff on your windows, put stuff on your windows. If you got to get some curtains, do that. Get your sun still, but you know, don't give them a show for free. These people owe you admission, collective. Your fans need to pay their subscription fee, right? Some of them are paying in blood. I almost said playing in blood, which, yeah, that would be implied. We're going to be talking about some really dark stuff, so if this isn't resonating so far, honestly, probably not your reading. I will be doing another one after this, and I think I might even be doing some signs today, so keep an eye out for that if this is a bit too much for you, because I understand. We've got a star out here, or an asterisk. Okay, so that could talk to cell phones, possibly cell phones being hacked, as I said. It could also just speak to the healing collective, who is being exalted, I heard. We've got a second star, and then an R in reverse. Okay. Oh, like, there's a star, you're a star, and they aren't a star. Ooh, these people and the gods they claim to pray to are not in cohesion. I'm saying the gods they claim to pray to because a lot of these people claim to be Christians, Muslims, Jehovah's Witnesses, and they want you to think they pray to a specific god, but really they're Satanists. D in reverse and a heart. I guess D looks the same regardless. I don't know why I interpret it as reverse, but that's saying dead, but it's in reverse, so your heart saved you from a death, quite possibly. For some of you, you could be experiencing heart chakra magic, because I did see the heart chakra card, which could be an implication that people are doing like heart attack spells, or I also heard strokes, things of that sort. Be healthy, wealthy, and wise, okay? Keep yourself cleansed energetically, emotionally, physically. These people are desperate, and desperate people act desperate, okay? Not news to anybody, I don't think, but, you know, as the end of the year comes, and especially as All Hallows Eve approaches, a lot of people are ramping up the energy attacks. It doesn't mean they're going to be successful. They won't be, in fact. Cancel them before they've even begun, Spirit. Initiate as many towers in these people's lives as you feel necessary. Also, R&D could stand for research and development. DR as well, Dominican Republic, as well as doctor. Okay, I wasn't going to mention this, but I just split on death in reverse to confirm what I was saying. So I was institutionalized against my own will because I had concerns for my physical safety. My physical safety, okay? People were popping my tires. I've since had another tire popped. I had people doing very strange things around my house, burying things in my property, putting things in my car. Like, I've got evidence of everything, of course. But when I told the police this, they said that I was experiencing psychosis. I stood very strong. I'm not experiencing psychosis. I've never experienced psychosis. I've got generalized anxiety and seasonal depression. But when I was institutionalized, I was prescribed a medication, olanzapine is what it's called. And this medication is intended to be an antipsychotic. However, I did research, and this medication increases your likelihood of a heart attack if you are in hot environments. Okay, so if anyone has been prescribed that medication and you feel like you are not actually psychotic, I would encourage you to get a secondary opinion. Now, I'm not a doctor, and all of this is for entertainment purposes only, but I'm telling you because there seems to be very intentional prescription, chemical warfare sort of goings on, that is being orchestrated to take the collective out prematurely. And it won't work, obviously. Duh, I'm here, I'm a living testament. Y'all can't kill me. Have you figured that out yet? And they can't kill the collective either because we've got that indomitable human spirit, right? So that doctor ain't a star. That doctor's a fallen star. Also, if you've been put in a position where you have been institutionalized, where you have had to deal with doctors that you do not feel have your best cause in heart, keep records of everything, okay? And keep the faith, because no matter what they do, they can't stop the stars from shining, right? Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. Big thanks up to the Most High for all of the protection that has come upon us as of late, because people have been feeling real fighty, and I heard they're going to be feeling real flighty soon, if not already. I think that's possibly why this is in reverse. This was a card that made a bit of an appearance, so I have it flipped up. We're still going to look at the bottoms of the deck. I also have, oh Jesus, now North Node, Life's Purpose in reverse here, and then underneath that is Love in reverse, followed by Sun upright. So we've got a whole lot of karmic clear-outs occurring. They're wanting me to bring up homosexual relations. They said it specifically that way, and as I've said before, I'm pansexual, so there is no judgment over here. But there's something about that that's been coming up recently. It could speak to people who have been initiated into cults, covens, things like that, and they've done things with people of the same gender because they've been blackmailed or because they were on drugs, and then, you know, it's like, well, we've got something on you now. You've got a file. So, yeah. Possibly. Take it as it fits, okay? Or maybe this is also just speaking to the fact that a lot of these churches are very anti-gay publicly, but behind the scenes, they're all fucking. They're big sex freaks and fiends. Bottom of the deck, we've got Reflection in reverse. This is making me think of my Pain Mirror card from my Karmic Dharmic deck that I made, which speaks to somebody who refuses to look in their own reflection and acknowledge the darkness behind their eyes, and therefore they project it outwards, which is very much the energy I was getting today already. Intuition in reverse! Yeah! Oh gosh. I'm gonna flip all these and then we'll read them. Poet upright. Okay. Expresses insights in symbolic language. Beautiful. 5 of Wands times 2. Okay. Chimera. Homunculi may be relevant. Also, rituals done in utero. Sun in reverse. But we already saw Spirit upright, so don't stress. This is talking to the karmics. Collective, this is just entertainment for you. Chariot in reverse. So there's that Emperor, which is Aries energy, but the Chariot is Cancer energy, is that matronly energy that I was talking about. So that could speak to a mother and somebody in a position of power going down, 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 down. So mote it be. 5 of Swords. So that would be 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. It's looking like tower time, baby. Buckle up. But it won't do anything, because fuck around, find out season. Okay. I'm getting a sense of somebody like physically standing in the way of someone's vehicle when they try and leave a place, and that is more so metaphoric, even though I said physically, than it is literal. It's like people are doing everything they possibly can to halt your chariot because they refuse to look inward and also look outward with clear eyes. They refuse to see just how, they're saying peaceful and priestly someone is on the highest timeline collective, divine masculine or divine feminine. King of Earth here in reverse. These people have allowed greed to dictate their lives. They've sworn allegiance to the dark side, and they thought that their cup would overfloweth. Mithra could be relevant. Mithranism. Templars, Masons. All those weirdos with nowhere to go. Okay. Spirit, can you show my collective the most relevant messages in regards to this new moon fuckery, the Halloween-y plans? What are these losers up to today? Give us an expose to make the karmics shake. They're already shaking, but... Oh, determination in reverse. Yeah, they're already losing hope. They're already losing... It's not faith because they never had sincere faith. They're losing their version of faith, which is really fear. I hope that makes sense. I'm not going to expand upon it. Flow. Flow is a suggestion. Down the river Euphrates is what they just said to me. I don't know what that reference is at all, but maybe someone can tell me in the comments. Anger in reverse. Oh. Okay, so what Spirit just gave me the feeling of was like somebody being put in a coffin and being sent down a river, and it's like, you can stop fighting because you're going in the coffin and you're going in the river. Like, calm down. You can try and rest if you want, but like, your judgment has already been passed, and it doesn't matter what you say, do, concoct, lie, scheme, whatever. We got a mystery out here, determination here in reverse again. So, okay, I see. Flow, mystery, and then determination. So they're trying to make it seem as if they're in flow. They're like, yeah, everything's going according to plan. We've set everything up. The 2 towers, the twin towers could be relevant. The cabal, you know, sleeper cells, bad actors, things of the sort. They're like, yes, this is exactly what we've been waiting for. Everything is totally okay. Behind the scenes, they're freaking the F out, and they're being haunted. The people you are allowing to lead you are losing their souls bit by bit each day. You thought they were bad before, wait till you see them now. Spirit, can we get one more out? Was that magic? It was magic. In reverse. MM. The Masons that you call masters. Another purple card too, huh? What's this? Intuition. This one's upright. Look at all these, disruption. Okay, a disruption to the intuition, but they're trying to make it seem as if they still see, that they still have clear vision. But look, both of those are eyes, right? All-seeing eye. Poke it. Poke those motherfuckers. They want it to appear as if the numbers align, everyone's in place, everything is going to be just fine, don't worry about it. Follow our version of the truth and we cannot be shaken. I think a lot of these people are having people divest from their plots, plans, schemes, and scams, and they're trying to redeem themselves, possibly, or simply say, like, maybe even a divine masculine, divine feminine is doing magic on you to impact your intuition, and that's why you're scared. That's why you are feeling this way. Like, it's all magic. You don't understand. This is just a sign that that's the devil. Devas could be relevant. The Deva realm, which is on the side of the highest timeline collective. Let me be clear about that. The purple people eater. Also the flying spaghetti monster. Caution! Watch what you're doing, you might slip. They've already slipped, actually. And so they shall continue to fall to a disastrous death. Karmics, I wouldn't be saying all this if you would just sit down. Sit down and you won't be involved in it. It's very simple. Because anything I call for is decreed by the divine. I don't petition. I don't do witchery and bitchery. I simply speak things and they happen. And they happen because y'all have been fucking around for far too long. And you're about to find out. And all Spirit needs is somebody with a pure heart, such as I have. You know, the heart. I speak things with love. I even speak your death with love. Because maybe next life, if you're granted one, you will come back and you will learn to do better. Some of y'all ain't coming back, though. Your soul bits are getting put back into the primordial soup, and Mother is going to have a very stern talk with you. She will send my regards. You'll remember me in the afterlife. And everyone that you've wronged. Okay. Let's go in with Dreams of Gaia. Actually, no, let's go in with the archetype deck. Child Wounded. These people in positions of power are really just wounded children, and I would feel bad for them if they did, pardon me, go on to exploit children as their twisted form of retribution. Anyone who harms a child or wishes ill upon a child, you will also experience a death. Immediately, actually, let me say that. Before the end of this video, your life will come crumbling down upon you. Because children are of the divine. Innocence is of the divine. And you have transgressed and tread on those who have come to save your souls. And thus, your soul is lost. Forever and ever. Amen. Ashe. Can we get a couple? Okay. That was quick. E, light attribute upright. Not light attribute. This is the negative blank space card. And an Avenger in reverse. Resorting to violence in the name of a cause, such as, I don't know, organized religion, converting church and state into one. I'm not opposed to the convergence of church and state. However, it has been done in a way that is intentionally destructive to the planet and the collective. So we're going to fix that, okay? One day when church and state actually converge for the highest good, remember I'm saying this, it is not always going to be this way. They are meant to be intertwined because religion, no, not church. They're correcting me. It's not church and it's not religion. Spirit and state, SS, are meant to be one. It's been church and state. So we're going to fix it, all right? But currently, these soulless individuals have sold their soul to a cause and resorted to violence. And these maps are standing out to me. DNAs, minor attracted people, fucking pedophiles. Samaritan on the fence. Light attribute says, refine your capacity to help those you prefer to ignore, which these people have not done. They've actually done the absolute opposite of that, which says, exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. I'm gonna get one more. Green and orange are standing out to me, so that is the sacral chakra and that is the heart chakra. Those are two of the main places that the collective has been hit, so that they are disempowered. Especially the heart chakra, due to the fact we are meant to lead with love, but the sacral chakra is our creative force, so they do not want you to create from a place of love. Can we get one more, please, Spirit? Just one more for the collective. Father in reverse, and then damsel. Shadow attribute says dictatorial control, abuse of authority. Yep, go figure. Damsel says, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Beautiful. In reverse, though, waiting for a knight to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. Child orphan. So there could absolutely be a father involved. A father as in like in a congregation, you know, who preys on women who are orphans, whether that be literal or metaphorical. The balls are really standing out to me. They're planets technically, but specifically balls. That could speak to somebody having a lot of balls. That could speak to CSA. That could speak to somebody losing their marbles, potentially. Because they've been cooking up too much stuff in the shop. Okay. Let's go ahead with the Dreams of Gaia and see what we can see. Spoiler alert, it's death. Going to the doctor isn't going to help you. Going to get that transfusion, going to get that body part that you bought off the black market, going to that really experimental, kooky sort of individual who's in another country isn't going to help you. Your death is written. It's been written for a while. And let's speed it up, shall we? Cleanse the earth, mother. Cleanse the earth. Ah, Queen of Earth. She came right out. Venus is about to step on your necks. And collective, I assume I do have karmics watching this for sure. I know that. But for those of you higher timeline collective, I'm obviously not talking to you, okay? I've got the 9 of Swords in reverse, 9 of Earth in reverse. Not Earth. Oh, actually, we do have the 9 of Earth in reverse right here. So 9, 9. And then the 6 of Wands. 6 of Air in reverse. And then the 6. So 9, 9, 6, 6, 6, 6, 9, 6, 9. Piscean energy could be relevant. The Saturn Pisces cycle could be especially important at this moment in time. That was kind of what I was getting off of those balls, to be honest, was like the planet Saturn. I didn't mention it, but I guess they brought it up for that reason. By the time that we are finished with this Saturn cycle, a lot of the parasites will be purged from the earth. And that's like 2 more months, I think. So maybe a bit more than that, but King of Fire in reverse. Yeah, they showed me like one of those candle, I was gonna say a candle wick. It's not a candle wick. It's the thing that you use to put out flames on candles. And it's just like God's hand. And they were showing me a masculine hand specifically coming down upon these people. And I think the reason they showed me it was a masculine hand was due to the fact that that's who these people claim to worship. That is not the truest. It is a true God. It is not the highest God. Let me say that. Sigils, runes, the Rosicrucians, lying on a lotus born. I don't know why they wanted me to distinguish that, but so the 9 of Swords in this deck speaks to interconnectivity within the collective. That gives me mycelium, gives me creativity as well. However, this sort of creativity is not the one that you'd want, right? This is for money. Go figure. Oh my gosh. They wanted to see some sort of financial success because these people think that money equals power because that's how things have been. That is how it is no longer. A pure heart is the most valuable thing to have in the world. And that's why for some of you, these people are organ trafficking. For entertainment purposes only, allegedly, speculation-wise, you know. Don't take it if it's not yours. I don't know why I just got like Mickey Mouse. Not Mickey Mouse. Minnie Mouse. Oh, well, Mickey or Minnie is MM. These Masons. Also, anybody who thinks of becoming a Mason because they're like, wow, they do such good things. It's all a ruse. Sure, if you run the first 1, 2 ranks, maybe even 3rd degree for some of you. If you're not expressing... No, it's not that. If you've not shown to be a suitable candidate for the dark agenda, you could move all the way up and you would never know the depravity that actually happens behind the scenes. Because a lot of these people test you in subtle ways. They'll casually bring up a conversation and judge not only what you say, but your micro expressions and how you react to what is being presented to you. And if you've failed their pre-test, then they're never going to actually allow you to find out what goes on behind the scenes. So Spirit, what goes on behind the scenes? What was this whole 9966 sort of energy that somebody could have been born in 1996? Somebody could have been initiated in 1996? 2 years after a child is born, possibly. My bum just started feeling warm. Somebody feels like they're in the hot seat. Oh well. Enjoy it. Wait till the chair goes up in flames beneath you. You thought that was a throne? No, bitch. You've been punked. Alright, just show us whatever we need to see, Spirit. 10 of Wands out here first. Tell them what they won. destroyed by the draconians they thought were on their side. You will figure out who really works with the dragons. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not taking these ones. But the Queen of Swords, that is Miss Ma'at. She's here. Slicing necks, taking names. There's that Five of Wands again. I also mentioned previously, like, the people who thought that, like, it would be a good idea to build, like, underground tunnels and cities and homes and bunkers and means to traffic people. No matter where you go, you will die. So if you want to go die underground, go ahead. You make our job easier. Because then we don't need to publicly execute you. But we're actually not publicly executing you. That's the funny thing, because true divine beings do not need to get their hands dirty. Spirit will do it for us, right? The hangman, exactly. We don't got to do it. You guys hung yourselves up. We're just going to sit there and watch, practically. And a lot of us are going to be averting our gaze because we don't want to see you. We haven't wanted to see you for the last X number of years. You're just taking up space. Prime real estate is what I heard. Ace of Wands in reverse. And then the Two of Pentacles in reverse. The work that's not working. Sacrificial animals. Salamanders. Also the Temple of Solomon. Also the intentional destruction of the Tomb of Samuel in West Bank in order to destabilize the psychic collective, the prophets. I see what you were thinking, but by now you should understand it's failed, right? So maybe instead of continuing to harm the collective and harm Gaia, you should just sit down and repent and wait for your death to come on your knees. Just a thought. Justice! Oh, I love it. Okay. Asgard may be relevant. The Celtics and the Nordics. The heathens. And the hellbent is what I heard. That was way too much. Ooh. That was way too much. I was just talking with them and I was like, let me just puff away. And now I forgot what we were. Woo. Let me try it again. Okay, Spirit, what else do you need to know here? Was that the devil? No, it was the Ten of Pentacles. Falling kind of underneath that, oh, and then there's the moon. Underneath the Nine of Pentacles as well as that Six of Swords, both in reverse. So the whole plot, plan, scheme, or scam was we are going to possibly set up a life insurance policy. We are going to gain money off of somebody being institutionalized or put into the hospital because they are so physically unwell that they can't be outside the hospital. And when we put them in the hospital, we get money off of that because we can say, this person needs a bed, so please, government, give us money. And the government says, okay, because, okay. And then there's a money laundering scheme going on here. They thought that they could just keep doing this indefinitely and no one would catch on. I caught on instantly. What about you, collective? Put it in the comments. And then Six of Swords here as well. So 666, 1010. And I'm back. What I was saying is the 1111 portal is going to be very disastrous for those who have not yet learned their lesson. You're being warned now. Like, this is your judgment right this moment. Any karmics I have watching, go repent and wait for your death peacefully. Because Cerberus is coming to get ya. Tummin, Mr. Tumnus could be relevant from the Chronicles of Narnia, who is a satyr, so that's Pan energy, Pangaea, pansexuals, the devil and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, these inquisitors. They're bringing up the book that I mentioned I just finished reading called The Covenant of the Flame. I would go check that book out. it talks about Mithras, as mentioned in the beginning of this video, as well as Inquisitors. So this depiction of the Wheel of Fortune is back in the deck, so I can't show you unless it comes back out. Shows people wearing golden crosses, gold, you know, the most holy metal. They're saying it's not just a holy metal, which I know, obviously, but what would you... Materia. Okay. Who put Jesus on the wheel to burn. So, like, they claim to be of God, and yet, queens of nothing, queens of nowhere, they engage in, I heard bloodletting, but also blood sacrifice and blood drinking. So, again, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Hangman. I just got a very unsettling image of somebody being hung up, a sacrificial victim being hung up, having their like major arteries slashed, and then these motherfuckers like licking their blood off of them as they died. So if that's ringing any bells for some of you, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter for any of these people, but especially those ones. We're also going to call for immediate judgment upon that. Anyone who is engaged in that sort of activity will be experiencing immediate onset of disease, destruction, decay in their life. And may all of their victims find peace and retribution in riding these motherfuckers till the day they leave the earth. Star in reverse. A tooth fairy. The stars. Also more dentist energy. Children's dentist. For those of you who have brought your children to dental offices where they give anesthesia, not anesthesia, where they put them under due to stress, stay in the room with those children when that happens. Don't just walk out because your child's asleep and you think nothing's going to happen to them, because Otter, chill. Those doctors' offices are engaged in some very dark practices. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Knight of Swords, the Barbarian, and then Two of Swords, the Ghost. They gave me a couple messages with this. The first being, these people who have had these barbaric practices have been trying to tell people to not use their own intuition, to stay away from divination, to not talk to spirits because those are the devil masquerading as ghosts, whatever. Because these ghosts are out for blood. These spirits are pissed because of what's been done to them. These broken windows are also standing out to me. If you have a bunch of like really suspicious houses in your neighborhood that seem to be run down, keep an eye on them. They might not actually be as run down as you thought. They might be doing some things in those houses. Those emperors. These like really powerful people going to houses that look like dilapidated as cover for what goes on. Chariot in reverse. And then I split on the Five of Wands again. Self-flagellation. Flagellation? Pardon me, not flatulation, but maybe someone's farting a lot. I don't know. They're bringing up the gas that is used to put people to sleep again. If you do not need to go under for a procedure, don't. If you can have somebody in the, what do they call it? Not the operating room, the whatever, have somebody present for that. Spirit, are there any final messages? Pentacles in reverse. Echidna. The DNA part is standing out to me. Also, if you don't need to give people your DNA, don't give them your DNA. This is sort of the image I was given when there was a victim that was being hung up. It was like these draconians, fallen draconians. They're not all like this. They want you to think they are. Oh, DR, draconian. Wow, I didn't even... Okay. Those who have been involved in high-level occultism and participate in black goo, sacrificial ceremonies, homunculi creation, also heard obtrusion and obstruction. Yeah, you're under judgment. We've been over that. You've been lied to by the people that you take orders from, that you call master, because they want you to think that you're at the top of the pyramid. In terms of those underworld energies, you're not. The divine is. At the end of the day, the light always serves. I was going to say the dark always serves the light, but I said the light always served, and it wasn't the darkness. I don't know, the light always serves the stars, I guess. Oh, okay, that's what it is. So people like me, people like other light workers, sincere light workers on the collective, we can call for judgment upon you and expulsion of your crimes. Expulsion, is that the right word? Exposure of your crimes, because the light serves us as we serve the divine. But the dark always serves the light. Therefore, the dark also serves the stars. And I'm hearing ringing, especially since where are the stars? They're not out in the sky during daytime. No, they're in the darkness, right? Oopsies. Let's go ahead and get a black moon card or two to close this out, and then I'm gonna do a couple more readings. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, comment, do the things. I am graciously accepting donations. I've got a couple things to take care of in my life, and a bit of finances could absolutely help with that. So thank you in advance to anybody who may feel called to do that. I'm not taking all of those. Spirit, can we get 1 or 2 cards out here to close out this reading? Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious. Just out of curiosity. Sacrifice and friends. The friends that you sacrifice with for sake of stability are not being honest. They just want more power over you, over the collective. They've turned you against the people who would actually increase the light within your soul because they know how powerful we are. You are a sacrifice for these people, and you will not make it out without a scratch on you, unlike the collective, because your soul has been engaged in sacrificial rites. That's how the cookie crumbles, babe. All right. If you enjoyed the reading, please like, share, subscribe, comment, do the things. If you want to book me for personal, join me on Patreon, send me an email, or send me a donation. All are very appreciated. That is down below. Love you lots. Collective, karmics, die quicker. Thank you. Stay safe, stay sexy, stay sane, stay psychic, stay sharp, and stay sunny. Bye.